also another thing we kind of started recently is Hot Take Thursdays on our Instagram, where all of us give one hot take, and we see how it's received, on Instagram, whatever. So
Some of our hot takes are better than others.
yeah, there's there's a lot of pushback with some of them, and I want to start a segment where we start talking about the ones that really got the pushback. And this week it was Justin's. Justin, would you like to tell the audience what your hot take was this last
So
Thursday?
my hot take was that Justin Jefferson would jump into being one of the top receivers in the league. I think I said top 5. And I think he's going to lead the league in reception or receiving yards. I didn't think it was that crazy. I think he's been top 10 since his rookie year. Top 15 his rookie year, top 10 this last year. And I think it's time for him to jump into that next level. I didn't realize there was going to be that much pushback. I thought it was a pretty tame one.
No, I mean, it was like, I think there was pushback because people think he's already a top 5 receiver. I think that was the reason. Not that he's not that people think he's not going to lead the league in receiving yards. Like, that's not a possibility. But yeah, it's the fact that, that he's already there. So that begs the question, guys. Do you think Justin Jefferson is a top 5 receiver?
I think he's close. I think he will be next year.
I mean, he did finish second in receiving yards this past season. And Cooper Kupp finished like 300 yards above him. So, if Cooper Kupp didn't have an absolute monster season.
He is absolutely a monster. I think he has everything you need to be a top receiver in the league. And I think he's going to take this jump. But I don't think this past season he was top 5 yet. You have guys like Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp. You have Tyreek Hill, guys who I'd put still a couple steps above him. But I think he'd put it into Madden terms. I think he's at a superstar right now. He's about to get his X Factor this coming season.
So what makes him not like a top 5 receiver? Like, because he has the stats.
Yeah, stats are absolutely there. I don't think he's reached. I don't think physically and knowledge-wise he's gotten to where a top receiver needs to be. You saw Cooper Kupp take quite a few seasons to get to where he is now. I don't think he's on par with Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams. I don't think he's on par with like a Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, he's getting there. I'd put him at like probably 6 or 7, but this next season you'd see him top 5, maybe even top 3, I think, especially as the main weapon on the Vikings.
I'd put him at 4. Like out of the top 5 receivers, I'd put him at like number 4.
Yeah, okay.
He led the NFL in yards per route run at 3.29 yards. And I think he handled his press coverage a lot better than he did in previous years, especially at college and in 2021. So I think Justin Jefferson is already top 5.
I'm going to do the same thing.
I think I'm still taking Stephon Diggs over him at this current point. I mean, Deebo Samuel's, if you still want to call him a wide receiver, just insane weapons. I think his route running's there. I think he's good at working blind spots, but I think he can still get better before he's the top 3.
No, what is wrong with you? Do you really think? Oh my God, how far are you going to push him down? You just keep naming more and more receivers that he's worse than when he's not.
Like, I've only named, I think, 5 or 6 other than Justin Jefferson.
Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Deebo, Tyreek Hill. You definitely are thinking of more. Probably Jamar Chase. You probably think he's worse than Tyler Lockett. Probably Keenan Allen. CeeDee Lamb. Probably like Terry McLaurin.
I only listed 5 guys. I think he's better than Jamar Chase.
How far will this go? I will not stand.
I said he's going to make top 5, and right now I have him at 6.
Okay, but no, he's already a top 5 receiver. He is.
Yep.
It was originally going to be your hot take. We talked about this.
No. My hot take was that he was the best receiver in the NFL right now. That was going to be my hot take.
Definitely not.
He's definitely the best.
No, he is. He is the best right now. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Hold on. Second best. Behind Devontae
No.
Adams, he's the second best.
I'm still taking Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams over Justin Jefferson.
No, I'm not taking Cooper Kupp over it. Even though
all right, here's my
even though Cooper Kupp led me to a
Devontae
fantasy
Adams, Cooper
championship.
Kupp, Debo Samuel, Justin Jefferson.
I'm taking Justin Jefferson over Kupp and Debo and Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs.
You're a psychopath if you're taking.
I'm really not. If you
yes,
okay,
you are.
Look, if you look at just pure numbers, okay, because I am a numbers guy, and since Stat Boy's not here, I guess I have to kind of fill in for him. Cooper Kupp, don't get me wrong, had a ridiculously amazing season, right?
You could say that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But my
Arguable.
thing is that he was a system guy. Okay. I don't think he would do this on 90% of the other teams in the NFL, right? Because the Rams, Cam Akers was out the entire year, pretty much. So, and Darrell Henderson was on and off. So Sony Michel was their running back most of the year. And I hate to break it to you. No, I hate to break it to you, Justin. Sony Michel is at best a good goal line back. He's not great. So they're not going to run the ball that much. Okay. They have Matthew Stafford, who, can sling it. And so Cooper Kupp just got an insane number of looks every game because also Robert Woods was out for a decent amount of that season. So I know, and they throw in Odell Beckham. I mean, he was injured and kind of fitting into the new offense. So to me, Cooper Kupp had 191 targets. That is insane. Okay. A lot of his routes were short, so he got 145 catches, again, insane season, but he gets way, way too many looks, right? Justin Jefferson is right there. He got 40 less targets and, he's still when you look at the other receivers around him, I mean, he got less targets than Devontae Adams, less than Stephon Diggs, and he's still getting more yards than these guys. And to me, he's just with what he has been given, he is the best receiver besides Devontae Adams because Devontae Adams is pure dominance. I'll give you that. Him and Aaron Rodgers obviously had a connection to a whole nother level. But when you think of the quarterbacks that these other guys are playing with and that he's playing with, I'm giving it to Justin Jefferson. I like Kirk Cousins, but he's not the greatest compared to these other quarterbacks.
I mean, if
but you put Justin Jefferson.
You want to bring up targets. He's by far the number one receiver. Who's the Saints wide receiver 2 right now?
I mean, Vikings.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen. He's solid. He is solid.
He's solid enough, but what? He's 32?
Yeah,
he's
Adam Thielen, number one receiver.
He's good in the red zone, but Justin Jefferson through most of the game is who you're targeting.
Yeah, because that's what a number one receiver does.
I'm aware. I'm aware, but you're trying to give shit to Cooper Kupp for having a good season just because he had a lot of targets.
Look, I'm not. I'm just saying he's overrated because he's just getting so many looks. It's the same thing in the NBA with the guys that score 28 points on bad teams, right? They're going to take up the points because
he's not overrated. He had a connection.
He did, but I'm just saying everyone's oh my God, Cooper Kupp's the greatest receiver in the NFL right now. And I'm saying no. The stats say yes, but I'm saying
you just said you were a stats guy. What?
I am. But I am a stats guy. But when you look at the all around just physique, dominance, route running, I'm giving it to Devontae Adams and then Justin Jefferson. If you look at all around receiver, Cooper Kupp, best slot receiver, best white guy in the NFL, okay? Hands down. But I'm putting Justin Jefferson at 2.
No. Nope. Still sitting at number 6, maybe number 5. Maybe he could take over Tyreek Hill, but right now
Justin Jefferson's at 4. Both of you are wrong.
If anything, Justin Jefferson's taking over for Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is not it. He's good, but he's not better than Justin Jefferson.
I was Dylan on this one. I think Justin Jefferson's better than Stephon Diggs.
I don't know. It's close for me. I think the Bills had a pretty off year.
Did they? Didn't
What?
they make the AFC Championship?
No,
No, they made
No, they
the.
didn't.
No, they lost in divisional. Never mind.
Yeah, the Bengals and the Chiefs did.
Yeah,
Look,
I was wrong. Sorry. Continue.
I still think Stephon Diggs is a top at least 4 receiver in the league. And
Okay.
right
All right,
now,
hold
as
on.
of right now, I'm
Hold
putting him
on.
over Justin Jefferson.
Hold on. Top 4. Okay, I'm gonna name 6 guys right now that are better that we can all agree on. So I'm gonna say a name, and then you say yes or no if they're better than Stephon Diggs. All right. Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Okay. Cooper Kupp.
Yes.
Debo.
Yes.
Yes.
Debo carried that whole team.
He did.
I'm gonna say Tyreek Hill.
No.
You don't think Tyreek Hill is better than Stephon Diggs?
No. Stephon is my number 4 right now, and Tyreek Hill's at 5.
All right, fine. If you don't think Tyreek Hill, okay. So then you're saying, okay, I know you're not going to say Keenan Allen's better. I guess, okay, Justin Jefferson, he's better. He is.
No, he's actually at number 6.
Jamar Chase,
No, absolutely not.
Keenan
I
Allen,
think Justin Jefferson
No.
is better than Jamar Chase.
Mike Evans.
No.
I take Justin Jefferson.
No, we're talking about Stephon Diggs.
Oh, Stephon Diggs. My bad.
just-
I'd take Stephon Diggs over.
I'm honestly, I'm pretty close to taking AJ Brown over Stephon Diggs.
All
No,
right, you're
you're-
yanking my chain. You're
you're
buttering my
capping.
egg roll.
Cap.
You're out of this world.
No, I'm not. I look okay, he's in a run-heavy offense. I get that. He's not going to put up like, insane numbers as a wide receiver. He's not going to put up Cooper Kupp numbers. But again, I'm not using the stats as the only thing to say who is a better receiver. To me, I'm looking again at overall talent.
No, I agree with you. I love AJ Brown. I think he's a phenomenal receiver, but I think Stephon Diggs is a more complete receiver than most guys in the league.
I'll give you that, but I still think he's not top 4. I don't see him there.
You're wrong.
I just don't see him there. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what your obsession with Stephon Diggs is being better than so many of these other receivers.
I think he's a top tier receiver. I'd put him at tier 1. If you ask me to rank him out, I'd put him at tier 1 right now.
All right, how many receivers are in tier 1? Like, are we talking like, I don't know. Are we talking like just number 1 receiver, like game-changing receivers?
I think those are game-changing receivers. And right now, I'd say between 5 and 8 game-changing receivers.
Okay, well let's find like who do you think is like the best like tier 2 guy? Is it like Deontay Johnson? Are we talking Tyler Lockett?
Tier 2, I think, would be like DK Metcalf.
Okay.
That's
So
fair.
is he above both of those guys that I just listed, Tyler Lockett and Deontay Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So tier 1 is going to be what? Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Debo, Tyreek.
Stephon.
Yeah, I'll give you Stephon. I think Mike Evans is probably in there.
I think he's real close.
Wait, hold on. So then you're now saying that DK is going to be better than Mike Evans?
No. DK's tier 2. I'm debating if Mike Evans is tier 1 or very high tier 2.
I think Mike Evans is in there, but I mean, we're kind of drifting off from the Justin Jefferson.
We really are.
Debate. But my thing is like I just don't know how he's not in your top 5 and how Stephon Diggs is above him.
I think he has some talents he needs to refine. I think he does everything very well, but I don't think he does everything elite like some of these other guys do.
Is it because like he's not on a playoff team? Is that?
No, I think the Vikings are a fine team. You don't have to be on a playoff team to be the best receiver in the league. I mean, Mike Evans was a top 5 receiver 3 years ago playing at a bottom tier team. Calvin Johnson playing on one of the worst teams historically ever is maybe the best wide receiver of all time. I just don't think he's refined his talents to where he is above some of these other guys in the league yet. And I think he's very close. I think he's a phenomenal player, but I just think he's not better than some of the guys in the league yet.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to disagree with you on that one. I'll agree with your second half. I think he could 100% lead the league in receiving yards, and I think, as he's been almost every year, he's going to be right with the top guys in the league in receiving.